It's that magical time of year again, the time when we look back on what happened in 2021. This is the Projekt Gemineye Update, your source for all things Projekt Gemineye. Brought to you by Reficul Records. And here's your host, Mark Anthony K. Greetings, friends, and welcome to episode 158 of the Projekt Gemineye Update. And yes, it's that time of the year again where we reach back into the mind and go through what was 2021 for myself, for Reficul Records. And I have to say that it's been a pretty good year, all things considered. Today is December 26th. It is Boxing Day. Excuse me. And I thought what better time to go through, the happenings that occurred in Reficul Records. So first I want to say thank you to everybody that's been supporting Projekt Gemineye, the Dark Monarchy, Joe Bailey, Mark Anthony Kane, the Lower Third Collective, all of which had some sort of release in this year. So let's go through what came out and have a little quick discussion about it. And as promised, I have a little special surprise for you guys at the end. So you got to watch till the end. So what came out first in 2021? Well, this is where my memory is a little sketchy, but I know that early in 2021, the vinyl version of this album, in the year 3073 Book 2, came out to great it came out fantastically. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words for some reason. It came out very well. Lots of people jumped on it, bought it, and it was probably one of the quickest selling vinyls that I had put out to that point. So thank you very much to everybody who has bought this album on vinyl and on CD and digitally. I can say easily that this is probably the one of the best-selling records I've put out. Book 1 did really well as well, and interestingly enough, An Ordinary Day has done really well overall in the grand scheme of things. Now, what came next? Now, luckily, I started documenting a lot of this stuff, so I have my trusty paper here to keep me on track with this. So, what happened next? Well, as you remember, one of the big things that happened at the beginning of 2021 was I announced that I had signed my first artist to Reficul Records, and that was Joe Bailey, which I think is still the greatest thing I've done, because he's a talent in great scope. He's helped me out a lot with my own Projekt Gemineye stuff, and his own recordings are fantastic. So, of course, an opportunity to have him on board with my label was a no-brainer. So in April of 2021, the first single came out, which was Waiting. Boop. That single right there came out, and it did pretty good. I mean, singles sometimes are hit and miss, I find. Some people enjoy collecting them. Some people are more interested in the album proper. And all things considered, the single did pretty well. And it's a great song. So if you haven't grabbed it, go to Joe Bailey's Bandcamp page and look for Waiting. Then, in May 14th to be exact, the full-length album Ghosts came out, which I believe is his 7th album. And easily his best. I'm just going to come out and say this is his best record for sure that he has done. Not because I was involved with it, but just because in general I think it's just well written, well produced, well recorded, well performed. Great record. So, Ghost came out, and it was his first album that came out in physical format. We released a CD version of it, nice digipack, 6-panel, 12-page or 8-page, 8-page booklet. And it came out fantastic. Steve Holland did the artwork for us in it, and it looked great. And it's done very well. I think it's Joe's best performing album, selling wise, and so on and so forth. So we're very happy with it, and look for Joe's next record to be coming out sometime in 2022. Next up in July 4th of 2021, the first single from the new Dark Monarchy album was released, which was Drain the Sea. Boom, there's the cover. Lots of people were anticipating this album to follow up to the first record that we did, the self-titled Dark Monarchy album, which did very well. And this single did really good. Lots of people grabbed onto it. Lots of people listened to it. There's a lot of, it shows on the Bandcamp when people stream it or listen to it. A lot of people did. And a lot of people grabbed a copy too, which was fantastic. Thank you again for your support. It was digital only in single form, and it did pretty good. On the 23rd of July, All Roads Lead to Rome was released, which was the full-length album that came after the single release. Boom, there's the cover. Once again, done by Steve Holland. Great stuff. Another fantastic digipack with a nice booklet again. Very, very happy with that. Oh, and just a little quick note here, I forgot to mention, when you bought Ghosts, Joe Bailey's album, it came with a nice signed photograph as well. I should have mentioned that earlier. So All Roads Lead to Rome came out, and it did really good. It's still getting orders to this day. I still get a couple of orders every week for it. So great record. I was very happy with the way it turned out. Production-wise and mix-wise, it was a leap forward, I think, as far as our other album is concerned, and I was very happy with the end results. And I think a lot of people were happy with the end results. And album number 3 we will start working on in January of 2022. So look for that this year as well. Next up, in August of 2021, August 6th to be exact, Thoughts from Summers Past, the second album from Mark Anthony Kaye and the Lower Third Collective, came out. Another 4-song EP. Steve Holland did the cover for me. Thank you very much, Steve, for that. It's one of my more favorite album covers that I've had associated with my own music. This was sort of a more personal album in terms of what the lyrical content was based around. Summer's past, summer's good, summer's bad. Lyrically, it's all there for you to see, to hear and read about, because I included some information about each song on the Bandcamp page when you go and buy it or when you go and look at it. Next, sorry, I was just looking here just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Next, from August, we jump all the way to November 5th. Now, in that time in between, a lot was going on. Personally, also, I was working on quite a few things. Also pushing a lot of things for Joe's stuff and so on and so forth. So there's a little bit of a gap there. But November 5th, we had a Fork in the Road, which is the sort of sister release companion piece that goes with All Roads Lead to Rome. It's just songs that did not make the album, but great songs. It's incredible, some of these songs that we've left off of those records. I think some of these songs were just so well written and well constructed. They had to be put out in some form. So this came out in digital format. There's the cover for it, once again, done by Steve Holland. Great album artwork, and I was really happy with this release as well. People jumped on this one again. Again, I have to thank everybody who supports Projekt Gemineye and the Dark Monarchy. You guys have made this enjoyable. I mean, in a business where, and I hate using that word business, that requires attention and attention to detail, otherwise things can go awry. It is enjoyable for me to do this, I have to say. It sounds like there's a lot of work because there's so many things I release in a year or try to, but it is fun for me to do it, I have to admit. Okay, next we jump a few days ahead to November 12th, which saw the release of The Holy Shield, the first single from In the Years 3073 Book 3, the final piece of the puzzle as far as In the Years 3073 goes. This is the final chapter of the story. The last bit of the story to conclude the story is in this album. The Holy Shield is the single from it. I thought it was the best representation of the album. And I really loved the way the song turned out, so I thought it was important to put this song out. And I'm glad I did. It's digital only. You can find it on Bandcamp. The cover was made by Jason Pollan. Thank you, Jason, for that. I really love this cover. It's another one of these futuristic yet retro kind of feel covers to it. All right, and that brings us to the last release of this year, which was pretty recent. December 12th saw the release of Memories of Christmas Volume 4, which is my annual Christmas release. I was happy with this one. It was originally going to be a 3-song release, but at the last minute, I was behind the piano there, twinkling around a little bit, fiddling with the keys, and a song came out, just like that. And I wanted to add it because I thought it was, what's the word I'm looking for? It fit well with the rest of the songs. So there you go. There's the year in review. Not a lot Projekt Gemineye wise, but that's what 2022 is going to be about. It's going to be a big year for Projekt Gemineye. Lots going on, as I announced in the prior update video. The album's coming out, Book 3, and there's also going to be a campaign of picture disc releases going back to the very first album. We're going to be re-releasing the album in picture disc form for you guys, so there's going to be a lot of Projekt Gemineye on the horizon. Now, since we're done the year in review, as promised, I was going to let you hear a little bit of Book 3. Now, what I mean by that, I'm not going to go through everything, but I'm going to let you hear the first 2 songs of the album proper. Now, the beginning of the first song, which is Man Your Stations, the instrumental, there's still one little piece missing at the introduction of that. I didn't want to wait in doing this. I wanted you guys to hear this. So it's a very minor thing. Well, maybe not minor, but it's not so critical at this point for you guys not to hear this song. But keep in mind that there's going to be something still added at the beginning of this song. So, without further ado, you will now hear in full Man Your Stations into the Holy Shield. This is the way it will appear on the album. And now it has all the proper effects in there, minus the one I mentioned at the beginning, but the rest of it is how it will appear digitally, CD, and when it comes out on vinyl. So, thank you very much for watching and for listening. I'll be back again with another update video soon, but please sit back, put your headphones on, or put on, your good stereo speakers, and enjoy this little look at the introduction of Projekt Gemineye's In the Years 3073 Book 3. Thank you very much. Have a good day. I'll talk to you all again very soon.
Fat 3 Bigfoot.
Fat 3, go ahead.
Fat 3 Bigfoot, new mission, headbutt north, flares authorized.